And we are live for another episode of the Onyx Path News. Today is a short one. I'm just in after a day trip. And, well, it's a bit tiring. It's a bit tiring going out, wandering around, leaving my cave, my fortress of solitude, my study, the place where I work, the house, basically. And it's been a lovely day. It's been a lovely day, but you're not here to listen to the story of my day. You are here to listen to the story of Onyx Path and what we've been up to over the last week. Let's do the big one. We launched the Trinity Continuum AETHER Kickstarter last week. You can find it, and I haven't linked it deliberately because every time I seem to add a link for the AETHER Kickstarter, it only sends you through to the Kickstarter main page. No idea why. So instead, I need you to go on Kickstarter.com and just type in AETHER, AETHER, spellcasting, and you will be able to load up the AETHER Kickstarter and back it if you have not. So, I mean, we funded within 4 hours. It was fantastic news, brilliant progress. We're very close to 200% funding at this point. So really, we're very happy with how it's doing. I mention this every time it isn't just, a core book, as it were, but it's always a risk when we release a book that isn't a core. It's essentially a substantial source book, adds a new setting, adds new rules, adds new playable options, that kind of thing. But the core system is in the Trinity core. This is essentially an aberrant size book, an Aeon size book, and so forth. And so we never know quite how they're going to do, but AETHER is being very well received. Thank you very much for posting the link in the chat, Ian. I hope that one works. Now, if you haven't backed it yet, for one thing, please do consider doing so. But also, we will be uploading an actual play of AETHER to maybe whet your appetite if you're unfamiliar. Also, we recently did an interview. I did one with the Opcast, fantastic podcast that covers all things Trinity Continuum. So listen to that if you want to know the scoop on AETHER. If you want to read AETHER before it's released, all you have to do is back at the $5 value and you will be able to get access to the full manuscript by the time the Kickstarter's over. Plus, I will be doing an AMA, Ask Me Anything, about AETHER on my channel, The Gentleman Gamer, in the coming days. Keep your eyes open for that, because I will post on my channel when that is due to take place. So hopefully build up a little bit of hype. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, Gal and Pavel. It's always a pleasure to see the both of you. Please do back AETHER if you haven't already. What's more, we're not leaving the Trinity Continuum yet, because we also released the Terat Novella last week. This was a book I actually had a little bit of a hand in editing, but it was co-written by, and I'm going to completely lose my mind at this point. It's co-written by Travis Legg, and I will actually find out, I will find out very quickly the co-author, because name is escaping me. Shameful, I know. Oh, we have author Travis Legg on the... well, maybe I'm incorrect. Maybe I am incorrect. So, author Travis Legg. I wasn't wrong. So yes, Terat Novella is linked below, and once again, Ian is in there on the chat. He's lightning fast, Ian. I wonder what AETHER he has been drinking. This is a novella that is firmly embedded in Project Utopia, Terragen, the Trinity Continuum Aberrant universe. It really helps embed the different factions, the different societies at play in Aberrant. And it was a great deal of fun to edit. It was masterfully well written. I very much recommend it. And it's something I often say about our fiction, especially the novellas. Novellas are very appealing. People don't seem to have enough time these days to sit around reading full-length novels, which is a tragedy. But novellas are quite short, hence the name. So, if you get some time, or if you want to read something in bed that's not on your phone, or even if you do want to read it on your phone, then do check out the Terat Novella. We also released VTT tokens for the Contagion Chronicle and Mummy the Curse 2nd edition. That means we have been clipping out little faces, counters, and so on, illustrations, things that you can use on your virtual tabletop to play the game virtually with more ease of access. So please do check out the VTT tokens for those two games. Now, as I've said, obviously this week, just like last week, is a big AETHER push. Thank you very much, Pavel, for mentioning that 2 chapters of the preview PDF are available so far for Kickstarter backers. Gal says, I will be in Scotland for Tabletop Scotland. Unfortunately, tickets for your game, that's me, have sold out. Any chance to spot you outside of that game? And it looks like, yes, Gal, you are still in with a chance, because the online booking on Tabletop Scotland, where I will be going with Michele Mazzala, Kim Godwin, and John Burke, we, the Onyx Path team, will be there running games. The games that we are running, some of the seats are online booking only. Some of them you book on the day. So as long as you're turning up in the morning, you should be able to go there for muster and sign up. So you can still get in a game. If not, you will see me around the convention. I will be there all weekend. Tip the waitress. And thank you very much, Ian. Sarah Schwanweber, Shanweaver. You and your American names. Now, is the co-author, yes, on Terat. We would need to get that page updated on Drive-Thru RPG then, don't we? So, see, I knew there was a co-author, and yet I looked on the page before we started, and it went from my mind. There we go. We are very close to unlocking the next stretch goal on Aether 2. Anyway, I only want to do a short news today because it's kind of my day off. But I wanted to do the news anyway because, you know, I love you. I want you to be updated with all of the information that we have to tell you, and there is always a lot of information. Aether is the hype right now. This is the game you want to be reading about. This is the game you want to back. We would love your support. Tell us what you're enjoying about the game in the Kickstarter comments. Tell your friends. Go on RPGNet. Go on the Onyx Path forum. Go on our Discord. Go everywhere. Tell everyone about Aether. Get them turning themselves into Gogs and Magogs. And yeah, enjoy our game. I will be back next week with a more thorough episode of the Onyx Path news, I am sure. And yeah, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on Aether in the places I have specified. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.